What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. I know that we're living in a realm, and just like the Bible states, we're living in an enclosed, stationary, electromagnetic realm, and it's a flat plane. And basically, so we got the south, all on your compass, south is the outside Antarctica. It's just ice and darkness. We got four corners of the earth, and we're living in a circle, just like the Bible states. Even old texts state that we're living in a flat earth in the Bible, but they removed that. So if you go to the north is the center, and the south is the exterior. And we're living in a realm. But these people, they want you to think that you're living on this fake ball earth, because they want you to think that there's other ball earths, and that everything's random. And that outside space is like random physics happening. And they're just scribbling stuff, mathematics on a chalkboard, but they've never been there. So basically, they want you to think that there's other aliens so that you can advance alien beings that possibly created us, that we can be advanced like them eventually with technology. But because they don't want to believe in God, because they think they're God. But there is a God. And he created this whole realm. And basically, in this realm, the sun and the moon are closer, and they circle over us. And the sun is positive, the moon is negative, and they're both the same size. And they're in the sky, and the stars, sun, moon, and stars circle overhead the flat Earth. So we can see that. I know the moon is just a hologram. It gives off cool light. The sun gives off warm light, so they have different properties. Military aircraft, because they know it's just like a electromagnetic ball of heat, ball of light that's local, that you could fly overhead. Because in the summer solstice, it's at the highest, the sun is at the highest point over the flat earth. In the winter solstice, it's at its lowest point. I've been looking at the stars for many years with my my telescopic zoom camera. And this star in particular, I think it's Sirius. I believe it's Sirius, but it's the brightest star where I can see. I don't think I can see Polaris, because Polaris is the brightest star. But basically, when I first got my camera, this is how it first looks, like a ball of like rainbow light. They call that the rainbow star, but after getting better with my camera over the years, I could see that it actually has a structure. And I guarantee you, NASA does not show the stars how I show it. NASA will never show you the stars like this. Let's play it again. So basically, the world is like a giant. So we have basically air pressure, and you can't have air pressure without a container, and you can't have a container without a creator. So basically, God, he made this enclosed system, and the stars are I believe, mountain-sized electromagnetic angels. They're beings, they're entities. All the ancient cultures, they knew the sun and the moon were conscious, because they are all conscious beings that are circling overhead. But the ancient cultures worshiped these things instead of God. Chirpy. Okay, so let me just try to explain this. Let's go back here. Okay, so there's this website called, back in the day, it's called nullschool.net. And it had different maps of the world. And you could play around with them, and it showed different overlays of the currents, the air currents, like live data of the air currents, ocean currents, air temperature. So we can see on the ball Earth projection, they have incoherent. They have basically anomalies of high pressure, low pressure right beside high pressure systems, low pressure systems beside each other that don't make sense. They're just circling in random order. But when you look on the flat Earth model, which actually once this started getting a lot of popularity, I actually thank God that I recorded this, because this actually map was removed. This person got threatened and they were forced to take this down. You can't find this anymore. But look how organic everything. This is how the flat Earth works. At the four corners of the Earth are four angels that are at the corners of the Earth. And if you exit the circle, it's just ice and darkness. And you hit the barrier, which is a mirror-like structure. It's like a mirror-like physical barrier. The ancient Egyptians, who could build things that we can't build today, they knew in their cosmology, that the sky was a ceiling, a physical ceiling. If we look into the next culture, I think it's the Norse or the Vikings. They believed in Asgard, and we're living in the Middle Earth basically, but they believed in Asgard. I think I speed this up too much. So this is like the, hang on. Great. So this one's like the Viking one. They even have it underground, because just like in the Bible states, this place is stationary, and there is a place underground for souls, divided for evil and good souls. This is the ancient, this is the Native Americans, what they believed in. They believed that basically we're just on a giant turtle. And I was thinking, why not? Why can't the turtle be the dome? Why can't there be the giant dome on the turtle? That's possible. Because I know this is the actual layout of the world. This is actually the Bible, how it states, where it states that there's a physical sky. It's like a mirror. The sun, moon, and stars circle overhead. They have their own jobs. But the planets, the wandering stars, the people who do witchcraft, those people who they're actually getting powers from the wandering planets, Mars, Jupiter, Mercury, those Saturn, all those ones are not actually following their ordained paths that God assigned to them. They're just going randomly. This is what I believe. This is what I know to be true. I know it from science, because science proves everything. But then these lying satanic scientists, they just skew the data. They're liars. Why would I follow man? Man has been proven to be a liar. I trust God, not this evil fallen system that are ran by a bunch of lying devils. So anyway, I want to show you something. Let's just check out some more stars. So this is what I took too. Please come and like my videos, guys. So this one is obviously the one from the Bible. Ezekiel's wheel. Same thing. Anyone with two eyes could see that. It's the same thing. So these things are mountain sized and they're thousands of kilometers away. But I've been looking at stars for many years and all of them are different. They're all unique. They have their own shapes. And they have their own structures. Sometimes they just look like people walking in the sky to me. Or faces. Or they look like angelic wings. Like, look at this one. Right. So basically this is what we're seeing. We are seeing stuff like this. Now, when you look, now let's look at, I want to talk about the Aurora Borealis. So Aurora Borealis, this channel is amazing. She has amazing footage that I've never seen of, like, this is how the natural movement of the actual Aurora Borealis. And she has I think the camera quality is amazing. I mean, damn, look at this. That's amazing. So the Aurora Borealis, the mainstream state that the reason we have it is because the Earth is spinning in space. It's a ball, and it's spinning so fast, and it has a molten iron and nickel core, and it's liquid. And because of that super fast spinning motion, it's creating a dynamo effect. And that super heat is causing an electrical charge that causes it creates a magnetic field, basically. So the dynamo effect is an electrical magnetic field. Now, they say the sun is massive, right, in space, and that we're circling it, and that it's actually shooting out powerful gamma rays and X-rays, and that it could wipe out Earth, but Earth's magnetic field protects it, and that this interaction between the radiation and in space and hitting our Earth's magnetic field is causing the Aurora Borealis, but I think they're lying. So I feel like I've heard people say it feels spiritual, and I think that at the center of this flat Earth, if you follow your compass, I think there is there's the origin of the Aurora Borealis. That's like a giant light that spins overhead of the flat Earth in different directions, random. I mean, I don't know why it would, but I'm thinking it has something to do with the sun and the moon, or it might have something to do with the souls of the dead. But I've heard from many cultures that it's very spiritual to them too. And there is a video that I can show you that I found, and I think this is actually how it looks like. We can see where it's coming from. Do you want to see it? Let's see. So basically, where is that video? So all the ancient cultures, they knew, right, that we're living in a realm. This whole world is spiritual. It's a constant battle of good and evil. And the evil wants your soul so badly that wants to destroy you. It basically wants to destroy you. And that there can't be, good and evil are not two sides of the same coin, because good and evil cannot even survive. Like, they can't even stay in the same room without destroying one another, without conflicting, without colliding, without there being friction or a battle, right? Enemies, they're just natural enemies. So how can they be one? So if you follow the Aurora Borealis, this is where I think it leads to. And I think that they say this is actually Russian cosmonaut footage from space, outer space, and they're looking like at some kind of wormhole or black hole or something, but it's a lie. They're flying in a helicopter or an airplane over the source of the Aurora Borealis, and it's pretty amazing. But I think this is the source of the Aurora Borealis. And I think if you go there, you would probably die. I don't think there's anything for us to find there. It's just a forbidden place that God does not intend people to go to. But the purposes of it are escape me, right? But maybe it has something to do with the souls of the dead. Maybe this is where we go after to rest underground in Sheol until the time is ready for us to be risen and judged. But I believe in eternity. I believe there is an afterlife. I don't believe in infinity. I don't believe in duality. I trust in God. And I know that He loves us so much that He's not going to have us go infinity forever. He loves us and He wants to live with us forever. So you choose good over evil.